was a conviction recently of a terrorist, Boko Haram. I believe his name is Hussein Ismail. He was convicted for 20 years by a high court. He was a Boko Haram terrorist. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was convicted, I think, last week, and his own conviction said life sentence.
How can an offense that carry death penalty, a judge reduce it to 20 years in prison? That is not acceptable. But he has violated the laws passed by the parliament.
Oluremi Tinubu, the last lady of Nigeria, Alpha. I saw it on the news now. You say now you be the one we beg for Nnamdi Kanu. Instead of give a death sentence, say now you beg for the life imprisonment.
I want to thank our armed forces today for doing a good job by buying a lot of bandits.
Alright, my people, welcome back again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you're watching this particular video. Big shout out to all of you who has been following up this issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And on this particular issue, so Nnamdi Kanu has been vindicated. Northerners are calling for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and other stakeholders. Oshomole has also condemned the double standard in government. A Northerner came out at the House of Assembly and made it clear that it is wrong for one person to be condemned to life imprisonment while the other one is given 20 years imprisonment. According to the Northerners, a Northerner who actually spoke, he compared the issue of that particular Boko Haram and the herdsmen who has been caught severely unaliving Nigerians, who was sentenced to only 20 years imprisonment. Who he knows, we all know, is a bandit. This guy has kpied a lot of Nigerians, including soldiers. A brigadier general was kpied, all in the name of this same this man aiding this so-called massacre of Nigerians, and yet he was not sentenced to death, which is according to the laws of Nigeria, that any man convicted of terrorism must be sentenced to Kpai. But Justice Omotosho spared this man and sentenced Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment, who was never convicted of any particular crime, all because he said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu insulted him. He went as far as declaring a life sentence on this particular man. A lot of Nigerians are condemning this act because it is very, very bad. Double standard in government. One tribe is favored above the other tribe. What is going on in Nigeria? There's a lot of issues, tribalistic issues. Nigerians are not happy. Meanwhile, the Nigerian soldiers has also neutralized a lot of bandit camps, destroying a lot of them and incapacitating them, recovering a lot of weapons from them. Big shout out to the Nigerian, army. The big man himself, as Kpai will say, praised the Nigerian army after a successful operation carried out, and it was massive victory for the Nigerian army. Of course, this is what we are looking for, a situation where the Nigerian army will be dealing with these bandits as supposed to be. It is high time they stop bringing these people to Nigeria in the name of taking them to court and probably remanding them in prison. At the end of the day, they will recruit them into the army, and they continue infiltrating the system and causing more havoc for the Nigerian military personnel, buying a lot of Nigerian soldiers. Let me tell you what is going on. Not that the Nigerian army cannot fight these people, but because their camp is infiltrated with terrorists who in the name of repented Boko Haram has been recruited into the army, and they are causing a lot of havoc in the whole system. Meanwhile, Nigerians are not happy with Oluremi Tinubu, who called for a banquet between herself and the senators, stating that they are going to be having a sumptuous meal, just like Kpai stated in my previous video. This is a whole issue in Nigeria. First of all, let me play the first video of this Northerner who condemned the criminal acts by the Nigerian lawyers who condemned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment and convicted a notorious bandit who was supposed to be kpied instantly to only 20 years imprisonment. They are calling for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now, because he has done nothing but agitate for the freedom of its people. Let's take a look at the video, guys. Don't forget to smash the like button, to share this video, and also your opinion remains vital.
There was a conviction recently of a terrorist, Boko Haram. I believe his name is Hussein Ismail. He was convicted for 20 years by a high court. He was a Boko Haram terrorist. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was convicted, I think, last week, and his own conviction said life sentence. I don't understand why one terrorist is getting 20 years and the other is getting a life sentence if you're saying that. I think Pastor made a good point. There's this idea that justice is served differently. and it affects the problem. Mr. Speaker, I'll conclude by saying this. I've been an advocate of state police. I've sought the wisdom of more experienced members like Honorable Sada Soli, Honorable Adodogwa, even yourself and the Speaker. I think the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. Somebody said that earlier. We cannot be sitting in Abuja and expecting operations to be efficient in Benue. We have to go back to communal policing. You that are older than us always tell us there was a time when if a guest comes to a community, everybody knows him. We have to get the traditional leaders involved and go back to state policing. This parliament, under your leadership, and I know the excellent work you're doing in the Constitutional Review Committee.
How can an offense that carry death penalty, a judge reduce it to 20 years in prison? That is not acceptable. But he has violated the laws passed by the parliament. Number three, sir, and this will be the last.
Has that happened in Nigeria already?
It has. Somebody convicted of terrorism was sentenced to 20 years in prison. When the law says act of terrorism, if convicted, shall attract death penalty, no judge has a right to pronounce less than that. It is only when you have implemented the law, interpret the law, not the sentiment of a judge, the will of the people as conveyed in a law, then the president can decide if there are reasons for him to do so, whether to commute or to reduce. Death penalty or terrorism. This parliament is on record as having done that. Mr. President, I am troubled when after all the efforts that security agencies and the prosecuting authorities have to invest to secure conviction, because unfortunately the state cannot behave like a mob. So you have to prosecute, follow due process. I am troubled by the conflicting judgment by various high court judges. Where the law says act of terrorism, if convicted, shall attract death penalty, no judge has a right to pronounce less than that. It is only when you have implemented the law, interpret the law, not the sentiment of a judge, the will of the people as conveyed in a law, then the president can decide if there are reasons for him to do so, whether to commute or to reduce. How can an offense that carry death penalty, a judge reduce it to 20 years in prison? That is not acceptable. But he has violated the laws passed by the parliament. Number three, sir, and this will be the last.
Has that happened in Nigeria already?
It has. Somebody convicted of terrorism was sentenced to 20 years in prison.
No.
Can I be allowed to land?
The civil senator, you have
Mr. President, that is the leader of Assad. They have a group.
You have 30 seconds.
A terrorist group called Assad.
You have 30 seconds to land, but please be guided.
Okay.
Let's concentrate on the issue in discussion.
I will be guided. These are our people. For example, somebody allegedly killed someone who came to attack him on his farm. And because he killed in self-defense, the man was sentenced to death. But there is no evidence that those who have come to attack farmers and kill farmers, there is no evidence that they have been so convicted, sentenced to death. These are some of the issues we have to deal with so that nobody is given any excuse to misunderstand what is clearly a national challenge.
Oluremi Tinubu, the last lady of Nigeria, Alpha. I saw it on the news now. You say now you be the one we beg for Nnamdi Kanu. Instead of me they give a death sentence, say now you beg for the life imprisonment. And you can't talk something, say not because say Nnamdi Kanu committed any crime, proven by the law, but because say Nigeria cannot bear the consequence of executing a man which only His weapon is his voice. That English, you know, concern me if you understand. If you don't understand, thunder fire you. So how far? As you come, they tell us this one now. So what do you want us to do now? So more they clap for you. Say yes, good woman. You have tried. You see, you make a statement. You thought say not because Nnamdi Kanu committed any crime. Prove it by the law. I happy say even you self, you know say you no committed any crime. So when you come they tell us this one now, so more call they clap for you. Madam, it no go better for you. It no go better for you, allegedly. Thunder fire you allegedly. So for your mind now, you don't do a favor with that job. You dey crazy. Which I be saying now you beg for him. Say me they give a life imprisonment. Life imprisonment now better. The way they talk and say they vex me, like say you don't do a big favor. Even sometimes say death sentence say they better pass life imprisonment because people know they die for prison now because they know if you overcomer. You know how many people they kill themselves for prison? For your mind, they don't give a life. You don't do a big favor with that. Why you not say the Nnamdi Kanu no committed any crime proven by the law? Why you not beg your husband? May they release her. It was said to you want from that good woman, good lady for us, for the public. Because me, I never sure say that way they talk say you beg. You don't even beg your husband. You say even they happy say yes, he dead prison. Because now this one a political power. Yes, not political system now. Thunder go fire you. Allegedly, I'm a chauffeur. And they talk and they vex me. Why you not beg your husband? May they go arrest Gum and Shotam of Sokoto. Those one are the real terrorists. May they terrorize the country. Why you not beg her? You say you beg your husband, may they sentence Kanu to life imprisonment instead of death sentence. Come they happy, someone come they clap for you. Like say you don't do good thing. Thunder go fire you. Allegedly. Now that your son, you go that prison. Yeah, and if anyone asks you who is this guy, just tell them I'm Shamsodo, my best predator and the baddest guy on the planet. I don't go to prison, come back. I don't fucking send anybody again. You like anybody. I don't zero my mind. I'm a chauffeur. I not be activist, yo. I be swearing this. Yes, I swear for living. I swear for living.
Big shout out to Adams, Oshomole, and that's not an answer. See, Nigerians, we need to begin to air out our opinion like this. This is what this country needs. Even though that man where they sit down there, where they call Kpai, they claim say he know they are aware of waiting they stop. Omotosho, a big case as that of Nnamdi Kanu, you are not aware. A big case as a bandit who was convicted to 20 years imprisonment, you are not aware. As a Senate president, this is a big lie. There's nothing you can tell me. This man is pretending obviously. How can things like this be happening and you call yourself a lawmaker and you're not aware of all these issues? It is high time, we begin to call a spade, begin to condemn this act of criminality. Nigeria cannot move forward except all of us begin to add our voice rightly. Like, you know what it means that we are dodging the truth. We are not able to tell the truth. We are trying to, forget our history, forget our past, forget the things that have happened in this country, all because we are trying to hide the truth from the youth because they don't want us to begin to react to what happened. That is why we are having a lot of people printed in our currency who are not supposed to be there. A lot of bandits, a lot of people who aspired Nigerians are being printed in and called our national heroes because they have not revealed the truth. If they tell you the truth of the people they call our national heroes, you go burn them down. You not go even get happy. You will not even be able to call them your national hero. These are people that actually orchestrated the evil that is going on in government today. People like Buhari tomorrow will be printed in one hard currency and they will call him our national hero. Meanwhile, we all know that Buhari was a one-time bandit, a Fulani extremist, an Islamic extremist who never wanted the unity of this country. All they are after is how to actually make sure that their agenda succeed. Now, take a look at the next video because we cannot continue venting out our frustration and forget the good things that are also happening in this country. Now, the Nigerian army has taken the battle to the bandits. Don't forget, in my previous video, I made a video where the president of Nigeria, Bola Tinubu, who is so incapacitated and incompetent, called for the recruitment of new Nigerian soldiers and policemen. Also, going as far as withdrawing all the special, security and guiding and protecting some special people in this country. Because according to him, it is time for security measures to be taken seriously, and these men are needed out there. Over 10,000 people were guiding private people. This is to tell you the level of criminality and the level of corruption that have eaten up this country. If not, tell me why these people will be needing personal security. aside from the normal security that guide and protect every Nigerians in this country. Now, the big man Isaac Forrest saying, don't call on Nigerians, to actually acknowledge the fact that the Nigerian soldiers are doing well. No doubt, these people are doing well. They are risking their lives, but they have always come out to complain of poor weapons being given to them, and Nigerian government are not even doing enough. Most of the soldiers, when they come out to cry, they are being in prison, they are being detained, they are never even allowed to see the sky anymore. Some of them are sentenced to Kpai. A lot of them are being Kpai through squad firing and all of that. This is the injustice that is going on. So when we see ones like these, activities like this, to lighten up the mood of Nigerians, we cannot ignore, but go ahead to actually appreciate them. Big shout out to all of them for actually coming out and doing their job, eliminating some Boko Haram and taking away their rifles from them, because at this point we need to do more of this. Take a look at the video, guys. Watch the end, because at the end of this video you will see also in Kaduna State, school children were scattered. More things they happen for this country. Even the government, they try repair, they try do this, they try do that, but we are still seeing a lot of bandits issues in this country. Take a look at the video, guys. Don't forget to smash the like button, share this video, watch the end, and your opinion remains vital.
I want to thank our armed forces today for doing a good job. They tried, they did a fantastic job today. By buying a lot of bandits, they did a fantastic job. Well, Instagram guideline does not permit you posting all those funny videos, or that we edit few small and add to this video. For you that you say is a lie, nothing happened. Many of you are so used to bad news that when you hear good news, they happy. The problem in Nigeria is not only government, it's all of us. So if you are thinking it's Tinubu, if they put someone else too, same thing we go get. So let us be wise and praise these people when they do a good job. I want to thank them. I'm thanking them now. I will edit small of the video and add to this. For many of you that will say it's a lie, nothing happened, you are just lying. Show us evidence. When I show evidence, Instagram can bring me down. But I will edit small to show you, to let you see. Doubting Thomas, you are so used to bad news. Bad news don't enter your blood. You don't want to hear good news. Many of you, we say we are cleaning in the morning. Many of you are saying, send me money. I will not come out. Why should I come out? I even see another people doing video that don't come out. They will buy you. You are bad belly. You are part of our problem. 80% of you are worse than this government. So I will add some of the videos so you can see that they are trying. Three bossa for our armed forces. If you like, get angry. Waiting consignment with you. Now, good news we want, because we don't have another country. We are Oshomole.
The case of Nnamdi Kanu is not even supposed to be discussed this way. It is high time we take it more serious, because an injustice for one is injustice for all. Look at what is going on in Nigerian government. The way that the law is blind to some people and the law can see some people. This is to tell you that we are not really safe. Nigerian government has failed us. This present administration is one of the worst administration ever. Imagine a case as delicate as that of Nnamdi Kanu, the way they handled it, the way they did it, made it look like the Igbos are actually not, among the tribes in Nigeria. They are not relevant. I mean, it is obvious from all indication that if Nnamdi Kanu was from the Hausa or the Yoruba, this case would have been treated better. Nnamdi Kanu wouldn't have to spend up to 10 years in prison and still be sentenced to life imprisonment. This is the height of it. It is bad for us as a nation, bad for us as a country, bad for our reputation, and we must not continue this way. If Nigeria must, if we all must grow in peace and in unity, then truth must be told. Then justice must be served fair and equally. Nobody should be given special treatment. Nobody should be given special recognition. Everyone must be treated equally, because according to the law is blind to everyone. It takes its course, and that is how it's supposed to be. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been sentenced to life imprisonment, the bandit should be also sentenced to life imprisonment. I mean, that bandit does not even support, is not supposed to be compared to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for instance, is not a bandit. He has never been caught unaliving Nigerians. He has never been caught with a weapon. When the Nigerian police or the DSS arrested him, they only found a microphone on him and defending clothes which I've always seen him wearing. How are they now calling him a terrorist? And how are they now saying that he has committed a crime? He's done this and that, felony, treason, and all of the cases that have labeled against him. One man in that matter. They have never seen him. All they can lay hand on is the radio, where he normally broadcasts and talks about the criminality in government. Nnamdi Kanu once believed in Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu once trusted this country. Nnamdi Kanu once wanted this country to move forward. But at the brink of it, they failed him. He became, so rascal. He became a different man, decided to seek a different way, a different option to set his people free, because he has seen it that this country will never do the right thing. At the moment, all that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stated is already happening. They did not talk about these Fulani bandits, how they're going to terrorize the entire country, how they're going to destroy this, how they're going to do that, and all of that. He made it clear, and up till date, it is happening. No difference, from what he has stated. Why are they holding him hostage? Because he knows the truth that they don't want him to leak out there. Well, guys, this is much you can take on this for now. Big shout out to the Nigerian soldiers once again for actually, coming out to do their job. And it is a big thing, a good one that, when they do things like this, we should actually honor them. Big shout out to them, because they are doing the right job at the moment. Thank you guys for watching, and see you on my next videos.